17 years, we've been having monthly staged readings of plays that are ready to be read and have audience feedback. You're our audience today. It's a wonderful audience. Look at this, full up. And we have
Thomas Wall's Trunk by Andrea Squires and directed by Marty Kingsbury. I will now ask the actors to introduce themselves.
My name is Karen Annell, and I will be playing Georgina, Sue, an old woman, a tavern worker, a guard, and a risible fellow.
My name is Caleb Palmer, and I will be playing Thomas Wall.
My name is Melinda Calanzis, and I will be playing Mary.
My name is Elliot Haverhill, and I will be playing Christopher and a Sons of Liberty.
My name is Joshua Robinson. I am playing the auctioneer, the barker, Dr. Henry, Doug, and a sort of collection of other characters.
I'm Joshua Santora, and I am playing David Douglas, Son of Liberty, a Commissioner of Safety, Lieutenant Smile, and a Continental Officer.
And I'm Michael Stevens. I'll be reading the stage directions, and I will occasionally be asking you to help me with the stage directions. That was just practice, but this is going to go very well. Scene 1, an auction house in present day.
Next, ladies and gentlemen, we have an 18th century leather trunk dated to the 1760s with the name Thomas Llewellyn Lechmere Wall carved on its lid.
I say, that's my trunk.
This rare trunk was filled with theatrical props.
Excuse me, sir, if I could just interrupt.
Wigs and costumes, but most excitingly,
That's my trunk. You see, hello, sir, can you...
collection of rare playbills for the
Hear me, I would like my trunk back.
American company led by actor-manager
This is maddening. Why can't you hear?
David Douglas, who performed in
Me.
America before and after the Revolution.
What are you bellowing about?
This fellow is trying to sell my trunk.
How odd. It's the one you lost all those years ago.
Exactly.
I was livid. My favorite striped silk gown was in it.
And my gold coat.
Thomas,
My love?
where exactly are we?
Well, that's obvious, surely.
Is it?
We must be in a theater. I mean, look, there's the audience. They look different.
Some of those ladies are wearing breeches.
Why are we here?
Do
Where
girls have pockets?
I think, my love, I have some bad news for you.
I always knew someday ladies would wear breeches.
Please listen to me.
I'm listening.
I think, my dearest love, I think we may be dead.
I know! Isn't it marvelous? Look at us. Look at my face. Touch me. I'm young again. So are you.
But shouldn't we be in heaven or the other place?
I don't know. The only thing I am for certain about is that this is a theater and these people can see and hear us.
Yes.
And I think we may have more power than we know. For example, go away.
Stab me. But what about these good folk? What are they here for? Thomas Wall's Trunk. Never heard of it.
Terrible title.
Look, wouldn't you like to see something else? The Way to Keep Him, or The Recruiting Officer, or even The Wonder, a silent woman.
Don't be silly, Mr. Wall. We don't have the players.
Why can the audience see and hear us, but that fellow cannot?
Perhaps we're here to tell them a story.
What story?
Ours. Didn't this used to belong to...
The inimitable David Douglas, Esquire, and his renowned company of London players.
Wait a minute.
Excellent.
Our company has played the great theatre houses of London, and now we come to His Majesty's colonies in America, bringing you entertainment, sophistication,
and culture. In short, we bring you London in a box. You there, bring in that trunk. Careful. That scenery's brand new. It cost me £300. Where the devil is my nephew? Thomas!
God's furry teeth, what a wasteland. I need a drink.
No more drinking and gambling for you, laddie. I promised your mother I'd make you a star of the American stage.
Tish and tush, Uncle. Gentlemen do not become strolling players.
You're not a gentleman. You're an overeducated bastard, and it's time you earn your keep. This afternoon, we'll be holding auditions for supporting cast. You'll run that.
Scene 2. A tavern in Charleston, South Carolina. Day.
Damnation, my dear. What did I drink last night?
The American ale is horse piss. Ah, how many more would-be thespian yokels must we endure?
One more. A Miss Mary Dothwaite.
Ah, what an uncouth name.
Miss Dothwaite, I presume? Have you something prepared?
If you please, sir, I have a speech from Romeo and Juliet by heart.
Oh, Lord.
When you are ready.
Oh, Romeo, Romeo, wherefore art thou Romeo? Deny thy father and refuse thy name. Or, if thou wilt not, be but sworn my love, and I'll no longer be a Capulet.
Not bad.
Laughable.
'Tis but thy name that is my enemy.
Thank you, dear. Now, can you sing or dance?
Both, madam. Then stand to your... Do you mind?
So excessively sorry. I'm blind with weariness. I've been rehearsing since morning and we're not done yet.
At least you're in the plays.
Why the devil do we rehearse so much? In London, you never rehearse, as no one comes to the play cares what the actors do. London audiences come to be seen, or talk with their friends, or meet with ladies of the evening. They walk about, shout, and sometimes even walk onto the stage. 'Tis most amusing.
You have permanent theaters. Here the plays are only in town for a few weeks, and we look forward to them all year. My father bought tickets as soon as they were for sale at the printer's shop.
Who was your father?
Alexander Dothwaite. He was a captain of a merchant vessel, the Queen Charlotte. It went down with all hands 3 years ago.
I'm sorry.
He read me Shakespeare when I was too small to understand the words, but I came to love them. My dream is to be a great actress on the London stage. He said he would take us there, my mother and I, someday, but he never did. Last year, the fever took my mother, too. Who was your father?
I hardly knew him. I was sent away to school quite young, as is customary for gentry.
A gentleman who can sew. Intriguing.
A boy on his own learns all sorts of skills at a school like Eton.
You went to Eton. No wonder Georgina chases you.
Let's not talk of her. How do you like being a player?
I hardly know. I haven't been near the stage yet. Goodness, I sound ungrateful. I would not have this position if it weren't for you. I was not in the best of circumstances when you met me.
How so?
I had no home. Now I do. And even sort of a family.
Miss Mary,
Yes, Lord No Name?
how comes it that you are not wed?
I shall never wed. It is a trap. You end up like my mother, in a cage.
Was your father so bad?
No, he was wonderful. He took great care for us, though he didn't have much money. Yet, my mother was once a dancer on the stage. She longed to do so again, and she never could, because that is not proper for a wife and mother. I want more than that. I want my own life.
Scene 5. The tavern. Day.
There you are, Mr. Henry. Your rehearsal pay.
I'm short 2 pence, sir.
Have you managed the wall track yet?
No, Mr. Douglas.
There's your incentive. If you manage it, I'll pay you retroactively.
You had better not try that trick with me, you wily Scotsman.
Couldn't dream of it, madam. Here you are.
Thank you, sir.
Your pay is in food and lodging, nephew, as you well know.
Uncle, this is intolerable. I did twice the work as the others, plus playing nearly all the comedic parts, at which, I might add, I am superb.
You do have
In
a
London,
knack.
I could make a fortune.
You do have a knack for playing the fob. I'll give you that, but you can forget London.
I will leave this wretched place. I don't care how I earn my passage. I'll go as a cabin boy if I must.
You're not bonny enough to be a cabin boy.
Do not insult me, sir.
Harry, if you go to London, they'll clap you in debtor's prison the moment you're off the ship. You insulted and offended a real gentleman who will see you hanged if you cannot pay the piper. That's why your mother asked me to take you to America and see that you make something of yourself. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'd like my tea.
Oh, my poor abused boy. Your uncle is a monster.
I'm never going to escape this place.
Yes, you are. I have a proposition for you.
Thank you, madam, but I am spent.
Oh, you filthy child. I am not without means, and I still have family in London.
Why did you ever leave, Georgina?
Never you mind that. Suffice to say that I think I shall be welcome back at Drury Lane, provided
Yes.
that I bring back a wealthy husband.
Good luck finding one in this cesspool. Oh, you mean...
Precisely. You know how to act and look the fine gentleman. And if you are my betrothed, I can return to my family with my, honor restored. They pay my dowry, I pay your debts, and you and I become the toast of London. Now, how does that sound, sir?
Miraculous. But I cannot marry you. I don't love you.
Who said anything about love, sir? I just need your name.
I don't know.
Do you want to get back to London or not? Proposal, please. Oh, on bended knee.
Miss Sly, will you do me the honor of giving me your hand in marriage?
Oh, sir, this is all so sudden. I know not what to say.
Just say yes.
I'll do better.
When do we leave? I stand upon the stage, talk loud, and stare about, which confounds the actors and disturbs the audience, upon which the galleries, who hate the appearance of one of us, begin to hiss and cry, "Off! Off!" while I, undaunted, stamp my foot so, loll with my shoulder thus, take snuff with my right hand, and smile scornfully thus. This exasperates the savages, and they attack us with volleys of sucked oranges and half-eaten pippins.
Encore! Encore!
What? Again? No, mes amis. I must exit, or the play will never end. Adieu. Adieu.
Bravo! I love you. 3 encores. What is it? Are you ill?
I can't... I haven't... Is that how it always feels? Acting.
How did you feel?
It was like never having a home. Not even knowing what a home was. And then suddenly, I'm home. I'm completely myself. Playing another person, yes, but somehow I'm more me than I've ever been. The sounds, the colors, the lights, the power of the audience. I could feel it rolling off them in waves. It's almost a smell, a good one. The scent of the best thing you ever ate. I feed on them, and they feed on me. And we're one.
Yes.
It's not just that the audience laughs. I almost didn't care if they laughed or did not, so long as I could stay in that light and feel everything.
Yes. Oh, Thomas, I'm so happy for you.
I've always been a nobody, a nothing. But now, I know what I'm on this earth to do.
And that was just a comedy. Wait until you do a tragedy.
It's madness. I'm an actor. You're an actor. Let's open a theater together. One where we can do any play we like and we'll play all the roles.
Oh, I wish we could.
We can. This is a new world where anything is possible. We will be the founding father and mother of players. May I kiss you?
In 1765, the British Parliament passed an act for granting and applying certain stamp duties in the British colonies and plantations in America, commonly called the Stamp Act of 1765. Parliament had imposed taxes.
No. We'll bore them to tears.
They have to understand if the rest of our tale is to make sense.
Yes, but not like that. You see this? Please, pass it around. That's a stamp. It means my uncle paid the tax on the expensive paper he purchased for our playbills, which was our only way to advertise. By paying the tax, he obeyed the Stamp Act, which most Americans hated. The stamp tells everyone that he and the theater stand with the king. And in these years, just before the Revolution, it became dangerous to be on the wrong side of public opinion.
Scene 8. The tavern. Day.
This is an outrage. Nephew, have you seen this shite?
What's wrong?
The bastards have torn down our playbills. This one is wrapped around a rock that they chucked in my window.
Take note, ye loyalist scum. Cancel your wretched plays, or we'll see you hang on the Liberty Tree, the Sons of Liberty. Who are these thugs?
Damned rebels who plot against the king. I'll not be bullied. I tell ye, this is going to come to war, or I'm not a Scotsman.
Scene 9. Queen Street.
All rebels now are ended. Dear friends, please be upstanding, for God save the King. God save our gracious King, long live our noble King. God save the King, send him victorious.
Father and I went down to camp along with Captain Good. And there we see the Minute Boys as thick as hasty pudding. Yankee Doodle, keep it up. Yankee Doodle dandy. Yankee Doodle, keep it up. And with the girls be handy. David Douglas, Esquire. Your playbills are printed on stamped paper, and you dare to pollute the minds of honest folk with your royalist filth. We have boycotted the stamp in this city. Why do you disobey?
Because I am a loyal person to his King, George III. And you are a damned rebel.
Bring him up, boys! Tear it up! Burn it down! you. You're a London whore, and Bridges who dances for Fat George. But now you'll dance for Yankee Doodle.
Let's show her how handy we can be, boys.
I am an American! Let go of me!
Good evening, my lovelies. Stab my vitals if it is that handsome captain. Lo, she cuts me to the heart. Why is my steaming pudding so inconstant? Last week, she intimated to moi that she longed for my buttered buns.
Oh.
Yet I catch this hussy about to dine on common squash.
Thomas?
For God's sake, run!
I'll get help.
Some women are very hard to rescue, n'est-ce pas?
I'll get you, fucking Molly!
Oh, ow.
Sorry. Try to keep still, please.
How bad is it?
None of them are deep.
If that's liberty, you can keep it.
I don't know what that was. I thought they were good men. I was mistaken.
It could have been worse.
You are very brave.
No, I'm just an actor.
I'm sorry you lost Georgina and London.
I never wanted Georgina.
No? Don't. You'll start bleeding again.
I lied to you.
About what?
I'm not a lord. I've no inheritance. I'm a bastard who was lucky to attend a second-rate school. I pretend. No. I lie to myself and to you all the time. So don't think me a hero.
Why did you rescue me?
I couldn't let you be hurt.
I'm with child.
I think I'm going to faint.
Lie down!
I would ask you for your hand, but you have sworn not to marry.
I might make an exception.
Uncle! Were you hurt, sir?
Well enough. My God, look at you. You've been sore abused.
I'll survive. Mary's seeing to it.
You've earned this coin. I'm proud of you, nephew. And many thanks to you, Miss Struthwaite. It seems Miss Georgina Sly has departed these shores, so some of her parts fall to you, including Juliet.
Thank you, Mr. Douglas. But how can we finish the season? The theater is a wreck.
Piffle! We'll have it repaired in a day, lass. The London Company has played in worse places, half-demolished barns and abandoned pig-sties, in fair weather and foul.
Uncle, maybe we should call ourselves the American Company. Try to ingratiate ourselves a bit with the locals.
The American Company. I hate it.
We were married on January 5th, 1766.
Pray, ladies and gentlemen, charge your glasses and be upstanding for the bride and groom. A toast to Mr. and Mrs. Wall. May they always know prosperity and a full house in every town. To the walls!
To the walls! In honor of the happy couple, I propose to run up a 10-foot wall!
No.
All right. Then let us dance the wedding dance. Music, please.
years went on, and we played all the cities. New York, Philadelphia, Charleston, Williamsburg.
Our daughter Susanna came, and then our son, Thomas Douglas. We called him Doug. In 1774, when Sue and Doug were young,
Our world changed forever.
Scene 12, a tavern, day.
firstly, you will bow, and you will curtsy, and then, when we start the music...
Very well, here we go. Hands round, 2, 3, 4, and left, 2, 3, 4. Now 2 hands round, 3, 4. Other way, dog.
You can't dance.
Sue, do not tease your brother.
Help, bells! Damn it! Double damn it!
Go play outside, children.
Have you seen this shite? We're ruined! Ruined, I tell ye!
Uncle, calm down. What's amiss?
That bloody illegal Congress has met and now has the audacity to tell us what to do with our money. Listen here. Article 8. We will, in our several stations, etc., discountenance and discourage every species of extravagance and dissipation, especially all horse racing, all kinds of gaming, cockfighting, exhibitions of shows, plays, and other expensive diversions and entertainments. Exhibitions of shows, plays, and other expensive diversions and entertainments. They've banned theatre.
Not exactly banned, just discouraged.
It comes to the same thing, madam. Anyone producing a play or attending one will be shamed out of it.
And branded unpatriotic, which is dangerous.
It's treason, that's what. The only patriotism is loyalty to the king, and I know for a fact he adores a good comedy. Right, the London Company will not bend the knee to a rabble. I'll write to all our wealthy patrons in Virginia, Maryland, Pennsylvania, New York. Surely they will not uphold this discouragement? Ha! Not everyone loves the Congress. Rare sons of freedom, this Congress. So as just they think right, we are to eat, drink, frolic, dress. Pray, masters, may we shite? Ha!
He tried. He wrote dozens of letters. He wrote Peyton Randolph. All had the same answer.
My dear fellow, 'tis a great pity, and we'll miss you, but in times like these, what can one do?
Then, in April of 1775...
Disperse, ye rebels!
Thus, the real war began.
Scene 14, a dock.
So, Thomas, what shall we open with in Kingston? Farce or tragedy? Where are your things? Where are your things?
Uncle David, Mary and I have decided to stay here.
Nonsense. Part of the ship.
I fear we will not.
Do as I say, sir.
No, sir.
Why?
My wife is American, and my children. I have felt, for some time, that this is where I belong.
You are a subject to the King of England.
I am subject to no one.
Tom, please. It'll be slaughter here. It'll be Culloden all over again.
It's not the same as Culloden.
We rose up against England and ended his bodies dumped in a well. I know. I was there.
You?
I didn't fight. I was a lad, but I saw it happen. My cousin, your kin, was amongst those the British cut down like grass before scythes. But what was worse, in the years after, they took who we were. There were no longer proud clans, just serfs to England. That's what they'll do here. I don't want you or your barons to suffer that. Come with us, Thomas.
I cannot. My family is here.
Then I despair of you. I wash my hands.
Don't let us part this way.
Scene 15. The Wall's lodging.
Where shall we go?
We do plays when they are inactive. It's a tradition. They'll welcome and hopefully pay for professionals to help them. What?
It's just that New York is a Tory city.
We'll be safer there until this rebellion is put down.
That's all this is to you, a rebellion.
This is not about politics. I must protect you and the children. All right, what do you suggest we do?
Go south, where the war isn't.
Yet?
I cannot believe that places like Charleston and Williamsburg would give up their plays so easily.
My uncle wrote those cities and others, but got no offers. And traveling so far with the children. No. My decision is no. We'll go to New York.
It is not only your decision. Don't act the tyrannical husband with me.
I've heard you and considered your point of view. Tyrants don't generally do that.
I knew this would happen. I have lost my free will.
So have I.
Just as you please, husband.
I'm going to get it.
Oh, please stay, sir. We cannot be alone even for a moment. We're utterly helpless.
Why were you fighting?
Come here, Jane.
Were we bad?
No, my love. Sometimes mothers and fathers get tired and say angry things that they don't mean. But they still love each other and you forever and ever.
Scene 16. A tavern.
Oh my God! Is it
George Smile!
Thomas Llewellyn Lechmere Wall? As I live and breathe. What the devil are you doing here?
Drinking and thinking.
Bad combination. Especially the second, eh? Another?
Please.
You there, alewife, beer wench, or whatever. Bring me a special.
What's that?
Oh, they know me here. I have my own ale on top.
What lured you from the gambling tables at Mrs. O'Grady's?
Oh, the family military tradition. My pater felt the bills were getting us hard high. Speaking of, you still owe me money.
I'm afraid you can't get a turnip to bleed.
One heard some wild tale of you becoming a strolling player in the colonies.
I was.
Damn, it's good to hear English spoken properly. Are you a musician still? Surely there are still tradesmen's pretty daughters to teach.
I'm married with 2 children.
Oh, thank God your drink is here. Cheers!
Cheers! This is excellent.
Drink up. There's more where that came from.
I'm sorry. I have no money to buy around.
What is here? A shiny shilling!
What? Give it here.
Congratulations, you've taken the king's shilling. You are now in the greatest army in the world, sir.
What? No, you put that there. It isn't mine. I can't go into the army. I have a family.
No matter, they can be camp followers, and we'll feed and clothe them too. And you'll get to practice your trade as a musician.
Christ, no!
Yes, I'm well known in this tavern. It's just like that play, The Recruiting Officer, eh? Eh, Tom?
Sir, when must I report for duty?
Tomorrow at dawn at the courthouse, but you're coming with me now, soldier.
May I have leave to go and tell my wife? You have my word as a gentleman. I shall return in the morning.
Can a strolling player be a respectable gentleman? That is the question.
We stay at the Queen's Head. George, please.
Oh, all right. You won't get far if you choose to flee.
I don't even have a horse.
Scene 17. The Wall's lodging. The same night.
A horse! A horse! My kingdom for a horse! Everybody up! We must go! Wake up!
Lord, what's wrong?
I love you. I'm sorry. I'll explain later, but we must get out of town tonight.
Lights down in the back one.
Raleigh Tavern welcomed us with open arms.
But we had to be cautious. We advertised as a historical lecture. At the Raleigh Tavern for one night only, Mr. Wall will present a lecture on the Prince of Denmark, to be followed by a patriotic song.
The year was 1778. The place, the Raleigh Tavern at Williamsburg, Virginia. To be or not to be? That is the question. Whether 'tis nobler in the mind to suffer the slings and arrows of outrageous fortune, or to take arms against a sea of troubles, and by opposing.
Stop the play by order of the committees of safety. Cease and desist this loyalist activity.
My dear sir, we are not loyalists. Allow me to explain.
Is this what you call a lecture, sir? Because it looks a damn sight like a play to me.
We were coming to the lecture part.
Article 8. We will discountenance and discourage every species of extravagance and dissipation, especially all horse racing, all kinds of gaming, cock, fighting, exhibitions, shows and plays, and other expensive diversions and entertainments. As a member of the Committees of Safety, I am charged with enforcing the articles laid out by the Continental Congress. That means no more watching tedious, idiotic Shakespearean drivel from England.
Shakespeare is not drivel.
He's the symbol of tyranny. It's the tar and feathers for you, actor, and your wretched family.
You want to see a tyrant? Look in a glass, sir.
We humbly beg your pardon, sir. We had not heard of this ban. Of course we will obey the law in your town.
What law?
Husband, please.
What plays do you propose our new republic should perform?
American ones.
Such as?
The virtuous old plays, like, Cato. Or The Way to Keep 'Em, or, The Wonder. Shh. A Silent Woman.
All of them written by Englishmen.
Well, I have no plays then.
Is that what you want?
Ow, just go away.
Do you think that a tree may live when you cut off its roots? Who will we be when we've severed ourselves from our culture?
You are a traitor, sir, and we have a remedy for such as you.
Stop this nonsense! Give it to me!
Mother! Please! You're embarrassing me!
Now, James!
Ah! Ah!
You and your family had better move on out of here. I don't know if he'll come back with his hooligan friends. Last week, they tarred and feathered a merchant. I heard he died.
Scene 3. A road outside Williamsburg, Virginia. Day.
Where are we going?
He lives in Charlottesburg. I'm told his house is called Mount Vernon.
Do you think Governor Jefferson will see us?
He must. This is intolerable.
It is. I'm heartily sick of being kicked from pillar to post.
I will demand that Congress allow the performance of plays again.
When will we be there?
In 2 shakes of a lamb's tail. A very slow lamb.
I'm hungry.
Let's stop for dinner.
Someone's coming.
Can you see who?
Redcoats, an officer. Doug, be quiet.
You're quite the swordsman, young man. And if I'm not mistaken, it's Thomas Wall. And are these lovelies your wife, son, and daughter?
They are. Mary, may I introduce Lieutenant George Smile, my old companion from London.
Your servant, ma'am.
What are you doing here?
You may recall a little skirmish at Saratoga, New York, where we lost to the damn rebels. I was there.
That was 2 years ago.
Indeed. I and roughly 4,000 others are prisoners of war. As the pathetic George Washington could not agree on what to do with us, we've been on an extended walking tour of the colonies, New York, Massachusetts, and finally we were marched to Charlottesville, Virginia.
We've been walking all this while.
We now reside on a sprawling farmland nearby. We call it Albemarle Barracks. You can call it your new home.
I'm a player, not a British soldier, sir.
You took the king's shilling.
You certainly would have played Saratoga had you not deserted, which is a crime, punishable by death.
You tricked me. I never enlisted.
True, but do you think anyone will care? Follow me, Walls.
He led us to a large field in a valley where many rows of wooden huts had been erected. It was cold when we arrived, and there were snow flurries.
The latrine was a trench that smelled awful.
As he'd said, the Americans in charge neither cared or even noticed what the prisoners did. The officers were allowed up to 100 miles outside camp.
There was sickness everywhere. Bloody flux, the pox, fevers, and little medical care. The camp's women nursed their men. The dead were deposited in a pit. I don't know how many died every day.
Somehow, George got us on the rations list. Sometimes local farm wives would sell us food. The camp seemed so far from anything. We were almost in a different world. But amazingly, there was a meeting house and a rough tavern.
Where, with the help of many board officers, we performed a full season of plays that winter.
In spring, we built a little platform stage outdoors and became the source of entertainment for the community. I even invited Governor Jefferson to our new production of Henry IV, Part 1.
He never came. But at the camp, I met Christopher.
Scene 4. Albemarle Barracks. Platform stage. Day.
Were I laid on Greenland's coast, and in my arms embraced my lass, warm amidst eternal frost, too soon the half-year's night would pass, and I would love you all the day. Every night would kiss and play, if with me you'd fondly stray over the hills and far away.
Yes! Lovely tablet low. Thank you, children. Doug, next scene.
My name is Harry Percy.
Why, then, I see a very valiant rebel of the name. I am the Prince of Wales. Have at thee.
Oh! Ah!
Bravo! Encore! Good die!
Did you hear that? If they say good die, you get up, bow, and do your death again. Excellent, excellent. Never give them more than 3. Just think, next month you will make your debut. I wish you had a nobler stage, but...
Someday you shall play our theater, which will be grander than Drury Lane or Covent Garden combined.
Are you getting sick, my love?
It's nothing.
At ease, soldier. Miss Susanna. In honor. Mrs. Wall. You outshine the sun with your loveliness. Hello, Wall.
Lieutenant.
You're lucky I barged in today. I may be able to help you towards that theater. that theater that you long for.
Oh?
There's a town some ways into Maryland, further than I myself can go, called Stratford. It seems they have a building open. There's talk it may be used as a playhouse, and, well, the trouble is, all the professional players have fled the colonies, all but one.
What's your point?
It's up for auction tomorrow afternoon. Why not stake a claim? This war can't go on forever.
We don't have the money.
I can certainly lend you the money.
No, thank you. I already owe you money, or have you forgotten?
I forget nothing. You could pay me in other coin. I have a friend in Staunton whom I'm simply
desperate to contact. If you delivered my letter, I would consider your debt paid.
My wife and I will think on it. We've thought. I'll go.
Scene 5. Albemarle Barracks.
But hunger, particularly your children's, makes you blind. The next night, after Thomas had gone, George came to our hut. He invited the 3 of us to a supper party to be given by the British officers at a grand home that had been abandoned by loyalists. I knew it was dangerous. I also didn't care to take charity and insisted that we would perform for them, some light entertainment as payment for the meal he described in mouth-watering detail. I never should have gone. What happened is all my fault. Can't tell this.
I think you need to tell someone.
I don't like this man. Go home. I'll go in and make your excuse.
Why are you here, Private? I don't believe I invited you. Be off.
Yes, sir.
Mrs. Wall and family, how charming. Do come in, take some refreshment.
And now, good sirs, Miss Wall and Master Wall shall perform from Romeo and Juliet.
O Romeo, Romeo, wherefore art thou Romeo? Deny thy father, and refuse thy name, or if thou wilt not, be but sworn my love, and I will no longer be a Capulet.
Do I hear more, or shall I speak to this?
Mary, I must confess something. I have simply fallen in love with you.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, sir, as I am a respectable, happily married woman.
It's respectable. Oh, serious. The London actresses are much more relaxed in their attitudes.
Well, we are not in London.
I could take you there. You could be the toast of Drury Lane. There.
Let him go!
Don't!
Sir, I demand satisfaction.
If you were a gentleman, I would give it you. But as you are merely a poxy shite pup of a strolling player, I give you this! Oh, dear God. Oh.
Oh, good God. You must run. I know a place to hide. Come now.
I am not leaving him!
You must come now.
Oh, we must go!
Scene 6. The Golden Eagle, Maryland. Day.
Some say that everything is legal in New Jersey. But Maryland, from its beginning, it was different than any other state. When anti-Catholic sentiment was the rule in America, Maryland said,
Catholics are welcome. Hell, let's do all religions.
when women wanted the vote,
Why the F not?
that one didn't last. But the governor of Maryland was absolutely potty about theater. My uncle had been corresponding with him for years. I knew him. He had complimented my performance in the Beggar's Opera. So when Congress said theater was a no-no, Maryland said... Anyway, when I got there, I discovered that not only was there no theater building for auction, there was no town of Stratford. Furious, I nearly threw away Smile's letter and left for home. I wish to God I had. But my horse was tired, I was thirsty, so I stopped and had a drink. The gentleman Smile had asked me to see was there. Probably a loyalist spy, though I've never been sure. Eventually, I made my move, slipping the letter into his pocket. But I must have had too much peach brandy. My timing was off. Some actor and his patriot friend saw me.
Here now, fellow. What are you about? Robert! I think the man just picked your pocket!
And that was how I got arrested as a spy by the Continental Congress. They locked me in the cellar. I begged for pen and paper, which they gave me, which told me they didn't intend to hang me immediately. I began to write to everybody, most especially the governor of Maryland.
Scene 7. The Golden Eagle, Maryland, morning.
All those letters and still no word, not even from my wife.
No, sir. Sorry.
There, send a ride letter.
There's no more time, sir.
God, what can I do? I will not die today.
We could stall. You can make a speech like when Hamlet speaks to himself.
A soliloquy.
Aye, and then I'll ask for a song. It's a damn shame they should hang a fine actor such as ye. I need who can make a majestic Richard III and make us split our britches with a dirty song and juggle 12 glasses of jelly all in one night.
You do me too much honor, sir.
Congress closed the theaters and we have sought all for entertainment. Bunch of fuckwits, you ask me. I beg your pardon, sir, but it is time.
Scene 8. Yard.
Up you get.
Stab my vitals, sir. You are making a terrible mistake.
Mr. Wall, you've been caught red-handed carrying suspicious letters to British officers, which makes you an enemy to the cause of liberty. Get on with it.
Sir, please, I'm no spy. I'm just an actor. I know General Washington. Help!
Thomas Wall, you have been found guilty of...
Llewellyn.
What?
It's my middle name.
Thomas Llewellyn Wall, you've been found...
Lechmere. I have 2 middle names and a last name.
Oh.
Wow.
One of them is my father, but my mother wasn't sure which.
So you were a bastard.
Correct.
I'm a bastard.
God's sake!
Sorry.
Mr. Wall, you were found guilty of espionage against the Continental Army of the United States.
I assure you, sirs, I wouldn't know a spy from a spew.
Is this a joke to you, soldier? This traitor, this British spy, could have caused death of many patriots, your countrymen. Do you find that risible?
No, sir.
Under the regulations of His Excellency, General George Washington, you are sentenced to hang by the neck until you are dead, and may God have mercy on your soul.
Wait! What about my last words?
Excuse me?
I pray you, allow me to make a beautiful, dignified, long speech before I shuttle off this mortal coil to explore the undiscovered country.
Be brave.
All the world's a stage, and all the men and women merely players.
I hate Shakespeare.
A song from the Beggar's Opera?
Aye. Sing Tyburn Tree.
Since laws were made for every degree, to curb vice in others as well as me, I wonder we ain't better company upon Tyburn Tree. But gold from law can take out the sting, and if rich men like us were to swing, 'twould thin out the land, such numbers to string upon Tyburn Tree. Everybody! But gold from law can take out the sting, and if rich men like us were to swing, 'twould thin out the land, such numbers to string upon Tyburn Tree.
Bravo. Captain, mayhap he ain't a spy, but just a strolling player. Where?
Well, before the war, weren't you with the company that came to Baltimore every Christmas time?
Exactly so, sir. I and my lady wife played several roles in the Beggar's Opera to general acclaim.
Huh.
Sir, no doubt you know how much General Washington loves the theater. Don't you think he might ask you to reconsider my case?
You're not that good. Proceed!
Thank you for trying, my friend. What? Listen!
Whoa!
But no, everybody, listen! It's a horse.
Yeah, here's a horse.
Yeah, a messenger is coming, sir.
I don't believe it. The governor of Maryland, with the permission of General Washington, declares that you are a former member of the London Player, company of players, and not a spy for the British. I have no alternative but to release you. I once heard a minister call actors the grinning children of the father of lies. I don't trust you, Thomas Llewellyn Lechmere Wall, but it seems you are a better actor than I thought.
I am right glad, sir.
Stop me! The governor has given me permission to open a theater in Maryland. You know what this means? The ban on plays must be lifted.
Once we win, I can't wait to come to your playhouse, sir.
We'll drink a glass or three. Your humble, obedient servant, sir.
Yours, sir.
Do I know you, lad? Christopher! How?
I made Smile tell me where you were going. It happens that the governor is my kin, so I paid him a visit.
Incredible! If this is ever written, no one will believe it. How is Mary? She must be worried sick.
I have something to tell you. I do not know how I can.
Just tell me, son.
Mary and Susanna are safe.
What about Douglas?
Sir, he is dead. He was murdered.
By whom?
Smile.
Does he live?
Yes.
Scene 9.
Wall, hold! We must talk. What happened was not intended.
What was intended?
I swear I thought she was willing! Ah! Please, I don't want to die, Thomas. How can you fight like this? So strong and voraciously and making me look like a tiny, weak boy, baby, child in an officer's suit. You're just a bastard player.
I had a bastard's education.
I have connections. I can introduce you to London society.
Good die. Good die.
Was it like that?
No. I went to the Continentals who were supposed to be running the camp. They imprisoned him. Again. I don't know what happened to him after that.
Why didn't you kill him?
Stab me. I wanted to. That would have made me as bad as he was. If Doug's death, if this goddamn war is to mean anything, we must be better. I believe in justice, even when it seems there is none. I suppose that was the moment I became an American.
I miss my child so much. Why isn't he here with us?
I don't know.
Despite our grief, we went on.
We gathered the first American company of players, established our own theater, and performed our first season in that mecca of theater, Annapolis! In September of 1781, 2 young Frenchmen answered my ad for entr'acte musicians. They played a fine concert of military music on our stage. I asked if they could repeat their performance, but they said they were needed elsewhere.
A week later, we heard that the British had laid down their arms and surrendered at Yorktown, Virginia. The war was over, mostly.
Sue and Christopher married that year, and then, as many did, settled in the lands to the west.
Despite the fact that it was already settled by Indians.
In 1783, the illness that had plagued Mary intermittently since the camp became much worse. Then she came to me.
I want us to do King John this season, in the first program if possible.
I hate King John. It's Shakespeare's most neglected play for a reason.
I want to play Lady Constance before I die.
What are you talking about? You're not that sick, are you? Maybe we should find you a physician.
Thomas, I do not ask for much. Can you not just shut the pie hole and do King John?
Yes, dear.
Grief fills the room up of my absent child, lies in his bed, walks up and down with me, puts on his pretty looks, repeats his words, remembers me of all his gracious parts, stuffs out his vacant garments with his form. Then have I reason to be fond of grief?
It wasn't long after that.
Do you remember dying?
No, not a thing.
Nor I. Then we were here.
So, are we at the end of our tale?
I think you must tell them of your amazing final role.
I think not.
Come on, tell, or I will.
Ladies and gentlemen, I give you the inimitable, the wondrous, the titan of the mimic world.
Llewellyn Lechmere, Doctor of Fun, and his risible fellows!
Ooh, to be a miserable fellow.
What did you expect? We were playing New Jersey. Dr. Lechmere will cure you with fun. Just stand still for a moment. Dagnabbit, come back here. Gotcha.
Do you think they'll remember us?
No. We left no material trace, and almost no record. New York and Philadelphia will argue forever over who had the first theater in America. And they won't even mention us. Though, eventually, we'll turn up on Wikipedia.
How do you know all that?
I asked that guy to look it up.
Oh, cheater! Douglas.
My son.
Ladies and gentlemen, you have now had the chance to look over Thomas Llewellyn Lechmere Wall's trunk. Do I hear 40,000? I've got 40,000, 50,000. No, I hear 60,000. Going once, going twice. Sold to the Colonial Williamsburg Foundation.
Lights down, theme.
go into the feedback session. If you need to leave or use the bathroom or anything, please do. And if not,
I would like to say thank you so much to TC2 and the Play Lab for, playwrights can't do anything without great support and without things like the Play Lab, and I just kind of have no words. So I just want to,
I didn't talk to Roz about this, but I want to start the conversation with finding out anything that you might have learned about the American Revolution. We've talked about it here. The American Revolution never seemed like a really big war. It always felt like it was a shot heard around the world, and then we were done. And so I just wanted to know if there was something that you guys learned about the American Revolution from watching this, and then we will carry on. Yes.
Well, again, there was an emphasis on the length of time. And excuse me for mentioning the classics, but the suffering of the children and men behaving like scoundrels.
Yeah. That hasn't changed. Good. Thank you. Anything else? I think working on this play, I was really struck by how divided our country has been. And right from the beginning, the sense of the people who were loyal to the king and the people who were wanting a revolution. And that sense of how split this country was, in some ways right from the beginning. And I'm not sure we obviously haven't lost that.
Yeah. I was curious as to if you saw any parallels, if any occurred to you between then and now. Because when I started writing the story, I really wasn't thinking that way. It was kind of a different time. And then it got more and more, it began to be clear to me.
Yeah, certainly the parallels between...
I couldn't quite hear you.
Certainly the parallels between state-sanctioned media, what we're allowed to say where.
The attempt to take control of that, yeah. And I also, another question I had is, were there places that were unclear to you that are rather, I mean, there's an awful lot of information coming at you, and I've been in it for years, so it's like, I hear it, but were you confused, were you confused? Did you feel you could follow it? Whatever. Any thoughts?
Back then, at the time of the revolution, it was pretty clear to most people who chose a side that there was only, at the time, two sides to choose from, one or the other. And today, the whole way that you ally yourself with anybody, any movement or any army or anything, if you ally yourself somewhere, you have to choose from a whole host of movements or places that you want to put your efforts into. It's all scattered. Everything, there's so many different sides. It's not like it was, or with just one or two sides. The sides you pick or choose where you're going to be or where you're going to put yourself.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sort of addressing both those questions, one of the things I really liked about the play that also is in our times is how these forces larger than any individual trickle down to the tavern, to the family relationships, to the old friend from London who encounters. They've been palling around in London and now they're at odds with one another. And I think that's something that happens. And I think the way that you handled it, we were able to see the large picture of the war and the question of loyalties through the lives of your characters. And I think that's a really wonderful achievement.
Thank you. Yeah.
In terms of it being understandable, I think this is Cambridge. I think very little got past anyone, relatively speaking. But I think it would play in Cleveland.
I didn't quite catch what you said.
I think it would play in Cleveland.
It would play in Cleveland? Good.
That was great.
It plays in Cleveland. Well, thank you. Thank you all.
So do you guys have questions for the playwright or for any of the actors?
I'm sort of curious what inspired you. You said you started this 10 years ago. What was the genesis of your inspiration?
I always loved the American Revolution. We grew up, me and my friends, we grew up in the time of the bicentennial, so we kind of had revolution, 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 if you're in Massachusetts. I came eventually to work in Virginia at the Colonial Williamsburg Foundation. And while I was there, I was tasked, I was on a group with a group of people who interpreted 18th century theater of the colonial and revolutionary era. And we were tasked with, we had to find a character on the historic streets to play. And so we were doing research and we discovered, someone else discovered him, but we picked up on Thomas Wall, who stayed. Who seems to be the only actor that stayed. And so I and another interpreter took that on as first person, and we began doing a program, which is pretty much exactly the story that you just heard, except it was just two of us telling it, basically. So that was really where it started for me.
I love the vehicle of starting with the chest, sort of like the antique roadshow, and then, switching from that over to the time that the chest would have been his. So I love that vehicle.
Thank you. I have to say, actually, I should tell you, it's not in the play, but the trunk existed. In somewhere in the early 20th century, somebody found it in an attic. It made its way eventually to an actual auction house. They found inside it a whole bunch of playbills from the 18th century, and notes and letters, and including, some that may even had Wall's handwriting on them. He was a pack rat. And he also lost his trunk 2 or 3 times during his years in the colonies, so, and that trunk really was up for auction, and its contents parceled out to the Maryland Historical Society and Williamsburg and a few other places. I've seen these playbills. The year that Mary died, in their own theater, which they finally got, she played, the last words she said on the stage were the words that you heard, that monologue, that wonderful monologue about grief. And written by her name for that night, it says this was her last performance. We don't know whether that was Thomas Wall's writing or maybe his children, but 9/10 of what you've seen is true. Some bits aren't. The more dramatic bits are mine. However, Thomas Douglas probably did die in the camp. They really were in the prisoner of war camp. He really was tried for espionage at one point, and weirdly, and no one knows why, both the British and the Continentals wrote in his behalf, saying, yeah, this guy's not a spy, he's an actor. Let go. And the governor of Maryland was like, yeah, just don't hang around here anymore. Go to Annapolis. Here, you can have a theater. Pay a fine. And that was that. So some historians think he was actually a loyalist. One historian, prominent theater historian, thinks he was just an opportunist. I think he was something else. I think he was a man in love with his family, with his wife. When she died, he never married again. That's unusual for the time. So it's really anybody's guess what he was.
How much longer did he live than her?
Say again?
How much longer did he live after she died?
The Llewellyn Lechmere Doctor of Fun was actually his last playbill, and that's, I've forgotten the exact date, but it's really late. It's like 1789 or so. And he must have been fabulously old. So he lived to a good, ripe old age. But I think you pointed out that it was, it's Commedia. And
Yes,
that's
it's
what
very
he went
Commedia
back to.
dell'arte.
The Doctore
Yeah.
is actually one of the Commedia figures.
I think going back to Marty's question about what did we learn, I had no idea that theater played such a big role, that people were concerned about it, that people were attending, that the characters, the individual players were being sought out and punished, and I had no clue about that, and so that was an interesting dimension.
Yeah. Nobody knows why they decided to, they didn't ban it, they discouraged and discountenanced it. And as Douglas says, same thing. So, but there's no record of the First Continental Congress's minutes or anything, so nobody knows what was said about it. Yeah?
It's interesting as well, sort of the echoes of Shakespeare with, we think about Shakespeare as high theater, but within Shakespeare's production, there was a lot of local comedy.
Oh, yeah.
And with that local comedy, it was often barbed comedy towards people in power including the monarchy.
Very much.
And so, that echo of things, what they were performing and for whom.
This was the colonial population. This is a bunch of people that, you got to remember, they don't have television, they don't have all the things for entertainment that we have. They don't have. They make their own entertainment. Families sat around and read plays. They sat around and read Shakespeare. So it really wasn't to them something like highbrow that you only go to rarely.